we just trust that it's, we're gonna figure it out as we go, whether it's together or on our own.
Whoa, high five!
Back on the bike, back on the bike.
I swear by this.
Hello and welcome back to my channel for another vlog. It's Monday, but I'm not at work. I am home for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I've spent the majority of today, it's actually already like 2 o'clock. I've spent today going to the dentist, like doing all those things. Went to the dentist and then came home and got started on batching some content. Ever since the beginning of the year, I had this list of content and I really wanted to try and start batching over winter break. I just really wanted to ease into the year, give myself a little break with like pumping out the content. So I started off very slow and I'm very grateful I did. It gave me time to kind of recoup and like generate ideas and let my creative brain bounce back a little bit after the holidays. And I'm here, I'm doing it. So one of my big goals is actually to create a lot more content surrounding the journals and gratitude and that really foundational aspect of mindfulness that has been so helpful for me as both a speech pathologist, but also just as a human and navigating change and making sure that I am doing what I need to do to stay present. And in my last vlog, I know I talked about one of the things that I've been doing is listening to Michael Singer's podcast. That has been super helpful. His work has already been an influence on me in his book, The Untethered Soul. Mark's reading it right now. So like our conversations have just been around this whole idea of letting go, of again, being present, having gratitude, going into things with openness and open heart and love and all of that. And it's been really, really helpful for me. And as I mentioned, as a speech pathologist too, it's been helpful in how I go into situations at work with colleagues and with my students. And I'm super grateful. So I've been starting off the week, again, listening to those podcasts. My content, I feel like, is kind of gearing more towards that mindfulness and wellness realm, or part of me that is just a big influence on how I go through my day. And so I'm excited for what's to come and all of the gratitude content and the reflective content. And I know that's going to seep into the vlogs. It already is, but I'm glad you're here. So the rest of today really just looks like getting ready to go to work tomorrow. So we planned for this week in the last vlog, actually, since I'm not at my home site. The way my week works, I am at my home site 2 to 3 days a week. And I always start there on Mondays, which is where I prep and plan. That's where my office is. But then I'm not back there until Wednesday in the middle of the day. And so I needed to make sure I had something planned for my centers this week. And our word this week is you. I realized this weekend I don't actually have my core words that I use to put on the boards that we're making in each of the classes. What my plan is to just improvise. I don't have one with me, but I have in every classroom. I don't know if you remember, like a few months ago in one of the vlogs, I talked about my communication board books that are in every class. It has a general core words board, it has a snack board, it has a visual schedule for those kids that really just need kind of that reassurance of what's coming in their day. Not necessarily like a token board, but more so just that front loading to help them organize and feel comfortable and safe in their environment. And the core words board that's on it is the board we're building. It's all the same, it's just smaller. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use those and show them the core word, where it goes, and just say, Miss Emma will bring it next time and we'll add it to the board. You know what, these kids are resilient. It's also, I think, a really good thing to show them when we make mistakes or when we don't get it right as the adults, because that's life and it's okay and we accept it. We let it go and we just trust that it's, we're gonna figure it out as we go, whether it's together or on our own. If you don't remember what we planned for this week, just real quick, I'll go over it, is the Matt and Molly snowman story. So this is another one of my favorite wordless pictures, story scenes. It comes with 4 pictures. This is actually a copied version. I own these. I didn't copy it from someone else. They are mine. I just needed it last year to use at a second site when I started splitting sites. Now I've learned how to just bring them with me, but since this was already prepped and in a folder and ready to go with the snowman activity that goes along with it, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bring what's already prepped, and then I can leave it at one of my sites, so that way my Slippa has it there to be able to utilize, since that way she can be doing kind of similar things in the sessions, and the kids are, they already understand the context, it's relatable. So that's the plan for this week. I always, I love Matt and Molly, so yes, I'm linking this below for you. But the whole idea behind these stories, if you haven't seen me go over it in one of my vlogs before, they have 3 to 4 picture scenes. So you can work on anything from play-based skills to narrative structure, WH questions, yes/no questions. It comes with a booklet that has all of the stories for that series. So if you're doing the fall series or the animal series, all the stories are in there with all the pictures. And then it has the narrative that you as the clinician would go over as you go over each picture, and all of the appropriate vocabulary to point out is on there. The yes/no question options are here, WH questions. So this is also something very cool, like if you wanted to rewrite these questions out, if you sent home anything for families to work on, you could be like, I worked on this story with your students this week. These are the things we talked about that pertain to the story. If you wanted to talk to them about it at meal times or whatever, here's some questions you could ask. That's always a good idea, and I've done that before. Definitely for like the themed ones, if they like make a craft that goes along with the story, I always send it home with like a little thing like, ask them this or whatever. To go with that, once we read the story and go over the vocab and maybe answer some questions, I am going to have them build a snowman. I made this a couple years ago and I am still so proud of it, and it's so simple. I'm always so proud of the things that I create for the kids because I'm not like the most creative when I look at the other SLPs I work with. I always just get to learn from them, so I'm super grateful that I have them to learn from. So this is one of my pride and joys because I thought of this one all on my own. I cut out the 3 circles because you can talk about small, medium, large. I made little face pieces for him. I wanted him to look just like the one in the story. And then I have his scarf, made him a hat, and there's Velcro on the back of all of these so he attaches. And then of course arms and the mittens, because that's a big part of the story as well. It's been so cold here, and so I know the kids will kind of start to understand and grasp the concept of the snowman. Some of my kids have already told me they went up to Big Bear and got to go in the snow over break, so we can talk about that too. We still have a whole afternoon here at home together, and I'm just gonna be editing away, relaxing, doing a little bit of meal prepping because I want to get my things together for lunches this week, and then before you know it, we'll be back at our Tuesday site tomorrow. Something that I started doing at the beginning of the school year to save myself time was to make my coffee, or make our coffee, the night before. Mark doesn't mind it, I don't mind it. We have a Chemex, so you can actually reheat on a low flame. So I've just been reheating it in the morning to pour it into my my like to-go coffee mug, and it's not a bad option. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making coffee for tomorrow. We don't have an espresso or a Keurig. We've never really, maybe we're just snobs with our coffee, but we love like a good old fashioned French press or the Chemex drip coffee situation. And so this is how we do it. And like I said, Mark and I don't mind it. You can drop your opinions. Happy to have them. You're entitled to them. My mom has given me so much shade over this because it's not fresh coffee, which of course I will prefer. But when it comes to saving time in the morning and making time for other things in my morning routine, I'll do this, and we still enjoy it.
And we're here. I made it. I'm gonna get my stuff together, head in, participate in circle time, and bring you along. Whew, I just walked in, so I'm like winded because I booked it over here from the parking lot, which feels far away today. But yeah, just saying good morning, checking in with you, and we're gonna go do some positive affirmations. I was editing my vlog that's coming out this week and realized, because I planned last week, so I planned in that vlog too, so I was like rewatching all that footage, and I was thinking I would talk about like, what are you thankful for? So I might like incorporate like a gratitude statement in that somehow. We'll see. You were right. Matt took the snowman's mittens and scarf and hat. Molly, oh, she's so surprised because now the snowman doesn't have any clothes. Wow, you did it! What happens first? Look at the pictures for your clues. And Tuesday's done. Just like that. Well, not completely done. We do have improv tonight. I'm hoping I can get some clips for you to show you just how much fun it is. Because last week was seriously, like Mark is still going on about what a great class it is. But, which I am in the class, by the way. If you missed last week's vlog, I got waitlisted because I didn't sign up in time and took advantage of the fact that I knew the director. I mean, there were other people on the wait list. He let us all in, but like I should not have done that, taken advantage. I know. But anyways, my voice is so tired. I'm kind of nervous to go into improv tonight because every kid was here. Every kid was here, which I'm so grateful for. I got to work with all my kids, but I have not stopped talking all day long. So I'm gonna go rest my voice and prepare for improv. We are on our way to improv. And I do this funny thing on Tuesday nights at improv. I get dressed, right? Here's the fit. We just got our nautical sweater with some jeans. And I always do this where I'm like, oh, I like this outfit for Wednesday. So you know what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. Just a heads up, but I'm excited. Mark has this fun plan for improv tonight. Oh, March, we got chocolate on this chair. Yikes. Okay, but he has this fun plan where he's going to evaluate us at some point in the class. He's gonna announce this tonight. He's gonna evaluate us. And this is what's funny to me. Basically, what did you say? For the 40% of us that pass set evaluation can stay in the class and the rest of us get what?
Gold.
Which I just learned what that means. But I want to know what the like criteria are for set evaluation because it seems very subjective.
Well, it is subjective.
Very, like highly, like it's like we need a laugh meter or something.
Well, I'll just record myself every class and then I will weigh the seconds or minutes that I spend laughing while each performer is on stage. And whoever adds up to the highest minutes will just be at the top of the leaderboards, and whoever, well, you know, the opposite.
All right, and word of the day is?
Cold.
Very fun class. Perks of being with the director is I have to wait because people ask him questions after. And so I'm here waiting to leave.
Good morning. Today is a very exciting day. I still have morning voice. I know I told you I was like losing my voice. Do you hear it? I need to be mindful. I probably won't vlog that much today because I need to not use my voice because this afternoon after work, my mom is coming over and we're gonna record our very first podcast episode. I'm bringing my laptop. I'm gonna spend my lunch like organizing the first couple episode ideas and then shoot those to her, see what she thinks. I'm excited. Let's get to work. Enjoy like a little montage of the day. If I have anything to share, I will sacrifice a little bit of my voice.
It's too hard. Let me help you get it started. Yours is harder, but if you press down enough, you can do it. Maybe if it's just like when you do your TikTok sound. When you do your T, you have to push the air. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna make cookies? Whoa, high five! Yeah, so we do R. Oops, now you do it.
Home. I know I didn't get much from today. The whole like going back and forth in between sites thing really just is a lot if I'm just being completely and totally honest. But now my mom is on her way over and we're gonna podcast. My mom has requested coffee, so I'm gonna make some coffee. And that way we have something nice and warm to sip on while we podcast. And then she'll be here and we'll get started. I do have to figure out some technical things like plugging in mics. Mark gave me an audio processor that is gonna help me hook up mics to the computer. There's a lot of little details like that I used to like be very aware of when he and I used to podcast. Just getting back to it. It's like riding a bike. Back on the bike, back on the bike. Would you believe me if I told you that there is a Sasha under there? There is a cat under here. It's not just a pile of blankets, but this is her favorite thing to do. She loves this blanket and she burritos herself. Look at, hi Tori, here's her head. Hi, I'm home. Did you know I'm home? Oh, look at you. Good morning. Hello, happy Thursday. I am on a mission because I'm running late, so hold on, let me put my lunch there. You can sit right there while I put my lunch in the fridge. Yeah, the parking lot situation today was mayhem. So a little bit late. I think circle time has officially already started, but that's okay because I usually go at the end. I've got my word. I'm gonna head up to the preschool class. I wanted to check in with you and like talk to you about the podcast last night and all of that, but we'll get to that. Just want to say hi, good morning, and let's head to preschool. Okay, circle time. Check. Well, first circle time of the day. Check. Then I was able to, I have a minute, I'm gonna eat breakfast, chug my smoothie, aka, and I ran to the restroom and checked my box. And we don't do like mail unboxings or anything very much on this channel, do we? But I have a fun, very, very exciting as a preschool SLP related package that was in my box. So let's do a little unboxing because we never get to do this. This is a sequencer. If you're not familiar with what a sequencer is, it's basically a button that I can pre-record messages on and do multiple, kind of like a Big Mac step-by-step, but I like the size of this. I like how functional it is for my preschoolers and for travel. Oh my gosh, and it comes with a battery. That's like amazing. But you can pre-record messages on it. And my favorite thing about these is when we're thinking about all kids having access to opportunities to communicate in all parts of their day, I love the idea of every class being equipped with a sequencer. So then if there's like a song of the week or different, like this, I think you can do 2 different recordings. So you can do like songs and then you can do greetings. And so there's always a series of greetings on here and they sequence. They don't randomize. There's something that looks similar, it's purple and it's a randomizer. But that randomizes things. So like if you're playing games and like you want it almost to be like spinning the wheel or rolling the dice, then all of the pre-recorded messages are going to go in a random order, whereas this sequences them out. So I love it because like, let's say you want a student to participate or have access or opportunities to participate in a song like 5 Little Monkeys, where there's repetitive phrases. You can have jumping on the bed as a phrase because that's going to come up all the time. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said. You can have all these repetitive phrases so they can take turns in the song, maybe make their turn like always kind of in the same order, so that way they always get to hit the button and it's the message that they're intending to give. I haven't checked my email yet. I'm doing pretty good about this. I've honestly been intentionally, and then it's kind of turned into a habit now in the last week, intentionally waiting to open my email till after the first circle time. I think just coming in and being with the kids, getting that circle time in, now that we're doing those mindful moments, like it's been really, really good for me. And I'm not thinking about an email I just saw. I'm just in there present. And then I'll check my email, but like I've already gotten some grounding for the day. We need a medium circle. Should we put it on top? On top like that. And we need a, what is this?
Face.
A face. Do you want to put it on top?
Right here.
There you go, a face. Happy snowman.
High five.
He's a dancing snowman. Morning is done. Centers were very fun. I love me a good Matt and Molly story. They make it so, it's just so easy to have like a context to talk about, and then like
for my Gestalt language processors. There's phrases we're working on. For my Artic kids, like I can pick out certain words that have their sounds in them and we can get some repetitions in. We're working on sequencing, we're working on yes, no's, we're working on WH. And then the whole act of building the snowman. The kids just love it. It's so cool because it's so simple. The simple things are the best therapy activities. I swear by this. I'm doing my data right now and then gonna have some lunch.
Home again, jiggity jig. But my voice feels extremely tired this week. It didn't even feel this tired last week. I think part of it is like I did a story, so like every center, we've got to do the math. If I am in 6 classes, that means I do 3 to 4 centers doubled a day. How many centers is that a day? 6 to 8 centers a day? So 6 to 8 centers a day times 3. 18 to 24 total times that I have read Matt and Molly and their snowman story. Ask the questions, led the supplemental activity of building the snowman, and my voice, and then had improv on Tuesday night, like gonna hydrate. I need to rest my voice. I am going to work out and just do typical Thursday night things. Fun thing that happened this week that I'm super stoked about. I did pick up a new private practice client, so I will be doing some onboarding things as well and just chatting with parents tonight and getting things situated for that to start in February. Let's do some Thursday night things together. Why not? All right, I have showered, washed my face. I still haven't put any like skincare stuff on. I'm gonna do that once I blow dry my hair, but now Sasha and I are sitting here, we're watching reruns of Great British Baking Show. Mark is working, so I had a solo night. I didn't even like make that connection or think to tell you that when I got home, but yeah, made a little chili and gluten-free cornbread, and it was so cozy and delicious. Worked out, and it's been a nice chill night. I double checked my lit to-do list for today, and I didn't have anything like content wise I really needed to get done tonight, so I've kind of just been letting myself chill. Thursday nights have turned into like basically a content free night. I've been pretty good about, I mean, today's vlog day, so my vlog went out from last week, and now we're here just chilling away. I made some tea, letting that cool down. But I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thanks for joining me on another little preschool week. It always feels like a whirlwind, and then we come back and sit in this reflection, and I just think about how grateful I am for my job. I was telling Mark today there were some things that went down at work, like logistical things, like nothing student-wise. A lot of he said, she said situations. Somebody told another staff member that I wasn't able to do something that pertained to my job. It wasn't true, but somehow it made it to like the district office. It was just a weird thing. And our coordinator emailed our team and was like, oh my gosh, like, do we need to hold an IEP meeting? And I was like, what happened? So it was just one of those things where we handled it. But I was telling Mark, like, because I'm so focused on my students and I've been so focused on being present, I've been focused on being more like aware of just my thoughts and how I'm reacting to things. A moment like that comes up and not that I don't care, but I don't feel the need to go react. I don't feel the need to defend myself. I feel confident going into situations, like at least today I felt confident going into a situation and just emailing back and just saying, oh no, here's the facts, but like not in a emotionally charged way. And it just makes me think, I talk a lot about balance and when those moments come up when you need to react, like taking a step back, but I've never really understood what you do in order to find some peace and relax. And really what you do is you just relax. Yes, you can do things like take a quick walk around. Like I always take a little walk around our hard top or something if I need to cool down. A big piece of it is just being aware of how you want to react and why you want to react that way. Is it your ego? Is it because you're afraid that people don't understand you? Like, why do you feel the need to react a certain way? Then you make the choice to not react that way and to let go of that need to be understood. Let go of your ego. Let go of the need to even sometimes educate others, which I know is hard because we want people to understand what we do because it helps our kids, but always making sure we're advocating for the students and the connections that we can make with other individuals. Like, make sure that we're not disrupting anything in a negative way, I guess, and not reacting with emotional charges, negative emotions and things like that. And just, I don't know, just makes me think. I'm just in this state. I don't know if you can tell. We're in a state of learning over here, a state of mindset shifting. And I'm in a period, just an interesting season, a good season. Buckle up, because I think there's about to be a lot more reflective types of things here. And I'm really excited. Sharing it with you is helping me process. It's helping me actually go through my day practicing and living these things, and it's been really helpful so far in the last week and a half. Cheers to a cozy night in, and cheers to you being here. So grateful for you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Let me know, what you want to see more of, and I'm just grateful you're here supporting the channel. So I'll see you in the next video pretty soon.